Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 14 of our CATIA V5 V6 engine assembly series. In today's tutorial, we shall model an engine valve directly from the provided 2D engineering drawing using CATIA V5 part design workbench. Along with the modeling process, we shall understand what an engine valve is, type of engine valves, valve components, material used, and manufacturing process, and how valve operates inside V6 engine. By the end of this tutorial, you shall have a production ready CAD model that will be used later in our complete V6 engine assembly. Let's get started. Understanding the engine valve. Before starting CATIA, let's understand this component. In your screen, you can see the engine valve is the one of the most important in an or critical part in an internal combustion engine. Its primary function is to control the flow of gases in and out of the combustion chamber. There are two types of valves. One is called intake valve, allows the air fuel mixture into the cylinder, and another one is called exhaust valve, allows burnt gases to leave the cylinder. These valves open and closes thousands of times every minute while maintaining a perfect seal against extreme high temperature and pressure. Main part of the valve. Our engineering drawing contains the following features. The valve head. This is your valve face. Valve margin. This is called valve margin. Valve stem. This is your valve stem. Stem tip. Neck radius. Here you can find this radius is called neck radius. Chamfer. The small beveled edge on the stem tip. And fillet transition. Here the smooth blended radius reducing the stress concentration. Each feature plays an important role in strength, sealing performance and durability. And here material according to our drawing chrome silicon alloy steel. This material provides high temperature resistance, excellent wear resistance, high fatigue resistance, strength, good corrosion resistance and long service life. Engine valves are commonly used in passenger cars, motorcycles, racing engines, heavy commercial vehicles, marine engines, industrial engines and aircraft piston engines. Now let's analyze the drawing. The drawing provides front view, section view and isometric view. The key dimensions include the overall length, which will be 85.55, valve head diameter 53.34 mm, stem diameter 6.35 mm, neck radius 15.25, valve face angle 45 degree, chamfers 1 into 25 into 45 degree and fillet. Okay. Now, understanding the drawing before modeling significantly improve design accuracy. Now let's go to CATIA, start, mechanical design and part design. I am renaming this one as engine valve and say OK. Now we are into the part design workbench. So we need a sketch to create this one. As you can see, this is a cylindrical object. So we will use the shaft command to create this one. For that we need to create the half section of this one. So select the YZ plane, then position the sketch and say OK. Here first create a axis, start from the origin. Now I can create a profile which will be like this. Horizontal line, a vertical line another angular line. Okay, then I will create a arc, 3-point arc like this, and a straight line, and then horizontal line and the closing line. Now you can see a profile is created. Now we need to give the dimensions of this one. First of all, the head diameter, it is 53.34 mm. So I can create this length as 53.34 by 2, and okay. Now also the stem diameter, this length, then this is 6.35 by 2, 6.35 by 2. Okay, now this length is given also, this length, this is 1.27, 1.27, then this to this one is given 3.81. Okay, and the radius here, what is the radius here? 15.25. And there is an angle, this one and this one, it is given 45 degree. Okay, now it's created. Next is to make this circle and the line, stem line, to be tangency. Okay, now why it is creating problem? What is the problem here? That is creating problem here. This is tangency. First delete this, and let's understand the problem. There must be something here which will be which creates the auto constants. That is first delete this dimension h1, delete, and if I say like this, now make this one and this one tangency, then I can give the radius here. Now it's working, and the radius is 15.25. Okay, now you can see this is fully constant. Now we need to give the overall length of this one. So the overall length here, it is given 85.55. Okay, 85.55. Okay, now our profile is created, or the sketch is created. Click on the exit workbench. Now we can use the shaft. Here, as we have created the axis, so the it is automatically selected the axis as sketch axis, and okay. Now our valve is created, engine valve is created. We need to give the chamfer here. To apply the chamfer, click on the chamfer tool and select this angle one, and the chamfer here, it is 1.25 into 45 degree. So the length is 1.25 and the angle is 45 degree. Okay, now also we have applied this radius here already. This radius reduce stress concentration and improve manufacturability. Now we can verify our model, verify the overall length from this face to this face. It is 85.55 mm. Now So I have split my screen into two so that we can verify it easily. Now next is valve head diameter. This diameter, this one, this is 26.67, that is equal to 53.34. Stem diameter, this one, 3.175 equal to 6.35 diameter. Chamfer, it is created 1.25 into 45 degree, and the neck radius here also we can check the neck radius here. Select this line, this one, and then the surface quality. Here you can see the quality of this surface. The model should match the engineering drawing perfectly. Okay. Now we can apply the material to this one. So how to apply the material, you know. So to apply the material, click on the engine valve, apply material, and then go to metal section and chrome, and OK. Now edit the chrome by right clicking in the chrome from the specification tree, properties. In the feature properties, rename this one as chrome silicon alloy steel. And apply and OK. Now we can visualize the material by shading with material. You can see the material. When I apply the material, you can see the finishing and the valve rendering. Now back to shading with edges. Now understand the valve operation. Let's see how the valve works inside the engine. The camshaft, when the camshaft rotates, the cam lobe pushes the rocker arm. The rocker arm compresses the rocker spring. The valve moves downward. The intake or exhaust ports open. After the cam rotates away, the spring pushes the valve back to its closed position. This cycle repeats thousands of times every minute. Proper valve timing ensures efficient combustion, better fuel economy, higher power output, lower emission. Typical manufacturing steps. How we can create this one? By using hot forging, CNC turning, grinding, heat treatment, stem grinding, valve face grinding, surface finishing, and final inspection. Every valve undergoes strict quality check before assembly. In our V6 engine assembly, this valve will mate with cylinder head, rocker arm, rocker spring, valve guide, camshaft, retainer, engine block. This is one of the final moving component before completing the valve train assembly. Our engine valve model is now complete. We successfully created directly from the engineering drawing while maintaining accurate dimensioning, correct proportions, smooth transition, manufacturing ready geometry. Professional CAD quality. Thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Enginuity Lab. In the next episode of our V6 engine assembly series, we shall model the next engine component and continue building the complete engine assembly step by step. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment below. Thanks for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.